All right, it's coming along here. Got the first layer off, and this is just the smaller rack tom, so I've got some work ahead of me. All right, first shell is done. Got it down. Yeah, hit it with the 60 and then the 220. Still got a little bit here, but I'm gonna be priming this anyway and painting over, so it's not such a big deal. But looks good. Now, I got the one drum, so now I gotta do this one and the big boy. So I'm just gonna do the big boy now, get it over with. You know, the most laboring chore, sanding this thing and the fucking rims too. Oh boy. All right, so now I'm taking apart the bass drum, prepping the shell for sanding. I got the spur legs off, the tension rods off there, but now I got to get the base of the tension rod off, and then this big old thing too, which I think, yeah, I don't know, I might leave that off, we'll see. But yeah, just prepping it for sanding. So we're all set to commence the sanding. We've got the work table here. Got to get these two rims sanded down. That's going to be a pain. And then this bad boy, this is going to be a pain. Let's get this first chunk taken care of, and then the rest should be a breeze. So I ran into issues with the sander, so I got to buy another part for that. In the meantime, I'm just going to prep the floor tom. Get this hardware off of here. Prep the drum for sanding, and then I'm going to prime the other rack tom because that one's ready to be primed. So that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of today, and then I'll come back here once I have the new parts for the sander, and we'll get back to sanding. Look at this stock old Remo. Who knows what year this is from, but it's got the stock PDP. It's one ply. I mean, look at this thing. Cobwebs cut through. This one actually was not too bad, but this is a newer one. I didn't put this on here, but it's definitely still kind of old, but you know, by this side of it you can tell it's newer. And then yeah, this one is just absolutely mangled. Most of it's cut out anyway. And then this one pretty beat up. Yeah.
Ooh, it's got some 405 grind. Woo!
All right, I just got this flat white primer here, Rust-Oleum. This thing was pretty cheap. I forget it was like less than 10 bucks. So just gonna hit this first rack tom with a coat. See how it goes.
What?
Didn't even notice.
Huh?
Yeah. Coming along. I got the new piece for the sander this morning. Yeah, it works a hell of a lot better. Been able to get through the hoop and most of this bass drum. I'm gonna finish this up now. I don't even know if I'm gonna take this one all the way down to the bare wood. Haven't decided yet, because I think the primer is just gonna cover this like slight red tint, but yeah, haven't decided yet. I might just take it down, we'll see. If I can finish this one today, yeah, I'll have to figure out when I can come do the floor tom. But picked up some cymbals yesterday, some hi-hat cymbals and a china. Yeah, kit's coming together, waiting for the parts, or for the drum heads to come in. Yeah, I'm gonna paint this thing up probably by next week, ideally. So I already primed the two drums over here. I guess it's not two drums, but it's the one rack tom and the bass drum hoop. So these two are primed up, ready for paint. Squirrel gang. We're back here. Got the last drum to sand down. This is the floor tom, 14-inch floor tom. Got the news that the drum heads are in today. I do still have the snare to do, but it has a different shell, so I might be doing something different. I might not be sanding that. We'll see. I might just peel the outer layer off, but that is to be determined. But for now, today, I'm gonna sand this down and maybe prime some of the other stuff. Okay, everything is primed. Gonna let these dry and move on to painting tomorrow. Good, what's up?
Town with these nuts, and 3 months. This anthem, nothing to Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you.
You didn't know which way you were gonna come from.
Alright, we got the fucking Christmas packages up in here. Santa Claus. Hey. Santa Claus. Let's open them. I just prepped my first stencil. I gotta cut it out now. Got my sunburst happening. That's gonna happen in the floor tom. That's gonna be the first one. So this first coat is gonna, I already got one coat of white in here, in both of them. And now I'm gonna use the stencil to do orange. And then after that is brown. Got the stencil on the drum. It's a little loose, so I'm gonna have to be careful painting. Alright, so we got some orange happening here. I think it's gonna look sick. Bass drum stencil is underway. Alright. Alright, the stencil is on the kick. Let's go paint this bitch. Alright, that's the last tom with the sunburst. These have dried, they came out okay. A little bleed, but I'm not here to be picky, so I'm down. Okay, Joshua Tree #1 stencil. Here we go. Going for it. A little jank, but what is it? Okay, now we're going with the espresso satin. This is Rust-Oleum. The other stuff has been cracks. Or yeah, Max? Cracks? Krylon. Alright, we got first Joshua trees down. Got some Joshua Tree stencils here that I gotta cut out. Yep, just put them on the drums and spray paint them. All right, I'm about to start spraying this waterfall on the kick drum. So we'll see how it turns out.
Oh yeah, the session was fucking 10.
All right, everything is painted, 2 coats. These are drying, that one's drying. Just gotta think about the snare now. All right, so I got 2 coats of the teal on those drums. And a last minute audible, I decided I'm gonna paint the snare the orange. I'm gonna start washing up the hardware now and try to get at least the kick and the floor tom together tonight. So here we go. Starting to put the hardware back on. Here we go. The hardware is on. Got to put these heads on here. I'm gonna start with this color tone one. Let's check it out. Ooh, yeah. So this head looks fucking sick on here already. I'm about to just mount it on and tune it. Ooh, it looks sick. All right, just finished up scrubbing all the hardware for the bass drum. So that shit's all clean now, and I am going to put it on the kit, see how it looks, get the heads on there and go from there. All right, hardware is all on here. That is the moment of truth. We're gonna get these heads on here. I have a Power Stroke. Nice freshie. Look at that bad boy. Power Stroke 3, I think. Looks pretty sick. All right, we got these pillows in here. Gonna dampen the shit out of the sound for the sake of the room and for the style we're going for. It's gonna be real dead. We're starting with 2 pillows, we'll see. It's probably gonna be a lot, but I figured a nice dead kind of thump is what we're going for, so we're gonna start with 2. And here is the other head, which I'm really digging, which is the orange bass drum head with the porthole. That's sick. Booyah. Look at that thing. It is complete. Look at this thing. Sick. Okay, the hardware is on. Look at this thing. Badgeless. Fuck yeah. So I have the Remo, what do we got here? This is the Ambassador Hazy for the snare side, so we're gonna get that on. All right, snare's done, hats in, new hats, new kick, new floor. We're gonna take this bitch for a test run. Shut that door, bro. This is no real tuning happening here. This is just...
Please don't get in trouble from a stupid motherfucker. She isn't looking to me. You sick of the type of shit that I be doing. Once I hit the booze, here's to stand alone. Now I got a team sitting twos, extending two on the 500. Keep out the race with you.
And we go.
It's just gonna kind of just be like a...
I can't even see if it's hitting it. Oh. Is it like too... I'm gonna...
Yeah, John was saying something fucking meaningless.
Don't worry about me over here. I'm just rowing my boat. Just rowing my boat, you know.
And I'm putting this drum together, and we're about to get the heads on, so let's get it. This is the last one, rack tom. Here we go. A little beat in my head.
Can we do that? Can we do that shit real quick?
Let me try this, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so
send me that, dude, because I have to send that to my homie. That was.
We're here. We got something here. We got a little drum kit here. Johnny, what happened?
You had so many drinks. You had so many drinks. You feel saucy?
No, I just did another day.
You feel saucy? You feel like a hoisin sauce? You feel like a fish sauce?
Plum does me well.
You feel like a sriracha? Garlic is spicy?
A little bit garlicky, yeah.
Mucho garlic is spicy?